Well, hey there, Sharon Horne. 238 of our BU 365-day challenge to do one thing every day. This year, 2022, we happen to be doing the live version of this. Whether we keep it up or not, it remains to be seen. But for right now, today is day 238. We're talking about confidence this month. We're focusing on a different area and aspect of our life each month for the first 9 months of the year, and then we're going to mix it up and do some really cool things for the last 3 months of the year, the last quarter, because that's when actually most things happen in all of our lives. We set New Year's resolutions, we decide we're going to do something at the beginning of the year, and usually about 2 weeks in, some people who are really dedicated will go a month or two, but for the most part, the things we set out to do, unless we've written them down, and a whole lot of other things, unless we've got long-term visions for what we want, and we put things in place to make them happen almost automatically, they usually don't happen. In the vast majority of people's lives, the things that they set as goals and objectives or say that they want don't come about unless by accident, because they don't take steps to make sure that they happen. Well, today's topic with respect to confidence is on a card, and I believe this is an Abraham Hicks deck as well, and it says, I envision more and act less. And I changed it to I envision more and I react less. And we'll talk about it in a minute after I read the back of the card. Grab my magnifying glass. As you take the time to find images in your mind that are pleasing, you will more often achieve vibrational alignment with all things that you desire. From that alignment, you will experience more inspired ideas and assistance from others. Inspired action is very satisfying and extremely productive. Now, coming from a person who has to be busy all the time and acts all the time, pretty much all the time, this is a really important distinction to make. Number one, because we have the ability to focus on the things that we want. We've talked about that a lot in the challenge. Think about the things that we want. We want to do that every day. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be a long time, but we have to think about and imagine the things that we want as if we've already got them. Now, envisioning something, or I like to call it pre-framing or rehearsing or practicing, is a really excellent way to make sure that things actually turn out the way that we want. If we imagine in our mind how we want things to be, maybe it's a conversation with someone, maybe it's an interaction at work, or maybe it's a promotion or something that we want, or maybe it's a physical thing that we want. If we imagine ourselves having it, pre-framing how we're going to feel and all the different senses, we're much more likely to arrange the energy in the universe and get things outside of us to help conspire to have those things happen in our life. I've got literally thousands of examples of how that has happened in my life. One of my favorite ones is my husband and my 2 kids. I actually had a big flip chart in my spare bedroom in my house in Green Bay. And, you know, I was getting a little older. I was in my upper 20s, and I'm like, geez, I suppose, biological clock ticking, I better have a family one of these days. And so I wrote down on that board exactly what I wanted. And I described the man I was going to marry, and then we were going to have 2 kids, a boy and a girl. And lo and behold, that's exactly what happened. Why? Because once I committed to that and said exactly what I wanted, things started to rearrange, and events and the universe helped me to get what I want. At least that's what I believe now. So why I say react less is because the vast majority of us spend our life reacting and responding to outside stimulus, things that happen outside of us. And so we want to react less and create and act in ways that are moving us toward what we want. So our action item today is just to think about this. And with respect to, since we're focusing on confidence, the area of confidence, share one thing about confidence that you will envision or imagine or pre-frame or practice or rehearse in your mind today. And maybe, like I said, maybe it's just an interaction with your significant other. Maybe it's a conversation with one of your children, or a niece or nephew or a child. Maybe it's envisioning you're going on a trip or a vacation and all the awesome things that you're going to do, and that you're going to have an amazing vacation, whether it rains or shines, no matter what. That's it. That is our challenge for today. Because I don't know about you, but when I've practiced something or rehearsed something or played it out in my mind or imagined how I want it to go, my confidence increases, and as my confidence increases, that event, that interaction is much more likely to play out how I had imagined than not had I not envisioned it. Love to know your experience with this. Share in the comments below. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow with another confidence-related topic for the next few days to finish off our segment on confidence for our annual challenge. Have an amazing day.